Welcome to Odoo Live, everybody. My name is Todd Farnham, Community Manager here at Odoo San Francisco. And joining me today is resident Odoo expert and Partners and Alliances Channel Manager Elizabeth Sanchez. Thanks so much for joining us, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much, Todd. I'm happy to be here, happy to talk about our partnership program. So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, perfect. So if you guys are new to these transmissions, it should take about 30 or so minutes, maybe a little less actually, for Elizabeth to go through the presentation to explain, what it takes to become a reseller and distributor of Odoo, what a partnership's all about, and then we'll close this up with some Q&A sessions at the end. So you can go ahead and enter them at any time in the chat box when you get the opportunity. Now, without further ado, I guess I'll kick it off to you. Thanks,
Perfect.
Elizabeth.
I'm ready to jump in.
All right.
Perfect. Great. So today's agenda would be a little bit about what is Odoo, the Odoo value proposition. Of course, we'll talk about the partnership program and the enterprise sales strategy. And like Todd mentioned, we'll finish it up with a bit of a Q&A. Great. So what is Odoo? So Odoo started in 2005 and by our current CEO, Fabian Pinkar. Great. And it was in a farm in Belgium, and now we have over 5 different offices. So we have an office in Hong Kong, we have one in India, we have one in Luxembourg, 2 in Belgium, and 2 in the US. In New York, we have one that deals with direct sales, and in San Francisco, one that deals with direct sales, the partnership in all of the Americas, and we also have a tech team here. Odoo has grown quite extensively, quite a bit, and we have now more than 850 partners. And thanks to our partners, thanks to our community, Odoo is now in over 32 different languages. We have over 3 million users, and we see installations per day about 1,000. Our growth has been, like I say, quite extensive, and we've had about 1,459% of growth. And this is due to several factors. The first one is due to our ecosystem. And so in our ecosystem, we start off with Odoo as the editor. They set the long-term vision and the strategies. Of course, Odoo is the one that develops the core product and it fixes all the bugs and support to our partners, to our customers. And within our ecosystem, if you can see here on our bottom left, is our community. Now, our community also collaborates to the product. They provide feedback to the product and any bug fixing that we need to do. Within our community, we also have our partners. Now, our partners have more of a business relationship with Odoo. They provide local services to our end customers, to our end clients, and they develop new modules, which they can sell on our app store. They also provide localization for some countries. They develop the localization for different countries depending on their needs. And at the end of this ecosystem, we have our customers who, of course, finance the whole ecosystem, and they collaborate to the development of new products, of any new functionalities of Odoo, of course, because of their demand. And our end customers are obviously the ones who benefit from our partners and from Odoo. Now, our second factor that has contributed to this amazing growth has been that we decided to attack the market a different way than other players. Other players started from the top down, so they started targeting large companies, and we saw a gap in our small to medium-sized businesses, and we started to, that's where we placed Odoo. We placed it at the bottom of the pyramid, as you can see here. And our strategy was to start with small to medium-sized businesses and from there grow our way up, of course. Our third factor has to do where we position ourselves in the market. Now, we have companies, or there are companies that have a large product scope, but their usability is a bit restricted. And same thing as you can see here on this graph, we have companies like Salesforce who their usability is quite extensive, but their product scope is limited, right? And so that's something that we wanted to make sure that we targeted. We wanted to make sure that Odoo was had a usability and that the product scope was able to be large. So that gave us a great advantage of our growth and how we were able to grow in this market. Like I said, we did start by targeting small to medium-sized businesses, but now we are in quite a bit of large companies. So we are in Jack in the Box, Jamba Juice, Hyundai, and you're more than welcome to look at these references on our webpage. I would definitely recommend it. And yes, even though we started with small to medium-sized businesses, we have grown a lot and we have been able to implement in quite large companies. Great, so we talked a little bit about Odoo, and now we'll jump into what our value proposition is. Something that we see is that Odoo or other companies have a million different softwares running their business, right? A manufacturing company, for example, will get an ERP that's for manufacturing. They'll use QuickBooks to manage their accounting. They'll use Salesforce to manage their clients or their CRM. And this is just not fully integrated, right? These softwares are not communicating with each other. They are just all over the place. And so to be able to have a software where it's an all-in-one solution, you can manage accounting, you can manage your website, you can manage your CRM, everything in one software, and it's communicating and it's fully integrated. That's amazing. That's what we want. And that's what Odoo has focused on, for it to be fully integrated apps for every single kind of business need, whether you have something that's sold on your point of sale or you want to change something in manufacturing, you want to make an order, your accounting department will be notified. It's all fully integrated. So that's something that we definitely wanted to focus on. One thing that we also focused on is that we wanted Odoo to not only be for managers, but also for all users. So whether it's be your admin, we wanted it to be user-friendly. We wanted it to connect with all apps, and we wanted it to be easy. So what you'll see is that all of the applications have a similarity. So if you're using the CRM, it'll be similar to what the sales module is, to what other modules are, and it's easy to use and easy to grasp. Oh yes, Odoo was the first software to have the front and back end fully integrated. So what does that mean? That means if you sold something on your website, if you sold something on your point of sale, your back end will be notified in live time. And that is honestly, it saves time, it saves information. It's a great thing that we have that's fully integrated. I know I keep saying it's fully integrated, but it's a great emphasis on what the information is not lost and it's live, and you don't have different softwares running for one business. Great, so to now start and talk a little bit about the partnership program, I want to make sure that I answer all of your questions at the end, but I'll go over a bit and I'll jump into the benefits. So when you become a partner, one of the first things that we do is that we collect information about the company, about the services that you offer, and we publish you on our website as an official partner. From there, you will be assigned an account manager, and this account manager is there to help you in all of your sales strategies, to create a business plan with you, and really help you close deals. So what does that mean? They can be on a call with an end client. They can do a personalized demo for your end client with you being on the call. However, one of the things that I recommend a lot of my partners is if you have a sales team or a salesperson, ask your account manager to train them. Ultimately, you are the one that's going to want to be interacting with your client, and have Odoo or your account manager train them on how to do a demo or train you on how to do a demo, and therefore you're able to learn quite a bit. Now, your account manager will be your best friend. They will be your point of contact. They will be the person who can guide you in any questions that you have. And the first call, what we call the onboarding call, will be where they will give you access to several things. One of them being the GitHub that you see here on the top right. Now, the GitHub access, this is where we have our source code. We have the enterprise, the advanced version or edition, and you'll have version 9, 10, and 11. Now, as a partner, you will also have access to our functional training. These functional trainings are the same trainings that we take here at Odoo. They are online. We give access to your whole team, and they are videos, they're tests, they're PDFs, where you can just log in and each each one of your employees can go at their own pace. As a partner, you also have access to our knowledge base. This is where we have all of the methodology guides. This is where we guide you on how we do implementations, presentations, any marketing material. As a partner, you also have access to extend the free trials. Now, this is a great tool. What I would use this as is normally a trial has 15 days. So as a partner, I would personalize a database for an end client, have them give it a go and try it out for 15 days, and you can extend it for more days if you wish. And also on the left side, as a partner, you now have access to our technical support. What does this mean? This means that if you want us to do any kind of development, you're more than welcome to buy support hours from us. And what's great about our tech team or our support packs is that not only do we do the action that you want us to do or the development, but we show you a bit of how we did it, because ultimately we want you to learn how to do this, obviously. Continuing with our perks, with our benefits, we will also give you access to a portal. Now, your account manager will have one of your salesperson have access to this portal, and this is where you receive opportunities from us. We don't do implementations on clients who want Odoo to be on premise or who require extensive development. We usually want our partners to be involved in those type of implementations, so you'll start receiving opportunities from us. You will also have a partner network, so all of our partners communicate with each other in forums as if, for example, you're in a certain type of industry and you want to see if a partner has developed an application for a certain type of industry. They communicate and collaborate with each other quite well, so it's a great network to have. Speaking a little bit or touching base on the commissions and the discounts, this has to do or is related a little bit more with the levels, which I'll go over in a bit. But just to give you an overview, as a partner, you receive commission and discounts from 10 to 20%. You will also have access to our marketing tools. One thing that I'll definitely suggest is that as you're moving up to silver and gold, feel free to reach out to our marketing team. We definitely want to have stories on any implementations that you have done and publish them. So please feel free to reach out to our marketing team as you're moving up on the different levels. Now, one of my favorite perks, this is something that's great. This is something that we added to our partnership program last year. It is called Odoo.sh. So Odoo.sh, it's PaaS, so Platform as a Service. It has a deeper functionality than SaaS. And how Odoo.sh came to be was that before we had Odoo Online, so this was SaaS. This is where you can have us be the host, and you wouldn't have access to the code. You would just have or be able to modify Odoo by having Odoo Studio or in the settings. And the second option was that you could have it on premise. So you were able to have access to the code and modify it. And Odoo.sh is a combination of both. So Odoo would be hosting and takes care of the full infrastructure of hosting, so you don't have to deal with that. And we give you access to the code. So here in Odoo SH, you're able to develop, you're able to host, you're able to deploy, and it's just for Odoo. You're able to develop your own modules and have them hosted here on Odoo. What's great about it, and maybe I'm not doing it justice, is that you're able to duplicate databases, have one be deployed already, have your end client use it, and have the duplicate database do development, so you don't have any downtime. It has 24/24 monitoring, and one of the great tools is that it has automated testing. What does this mean? This means that, for example, you can do developments, and every commit that is deployed is instantly tested. So you don't have to do manual testing. It saves a lot of time, and it's able to easily find where the errors are. I definitely recommend for you to go to odoo.sh to check out all of our videos and fully get to know what Odoo SH is, because it's a great feature, especially if you're going to be doing development, and it's something that's free for our partners. It's part of the partnership program, so you can have as many databases, and that's definitely a great perk. Moving on to our levels. Like I mentioned, we have 3 different levels. So the first level is called our Ready level. In this level, you receive 10% of commission and discount on on the licenses that are sold. Once you have implemented 50 users or more, then you are able to move up to the Silver level, in which you receive 15% of commission, and you're published as a Silver partner, and obviously on our website you're published as a Silver partner as well. When you have implemented 100 users in the past year, then you're able to move up to the Gold level, and you're published as a Gold partner, and you start receiving 20% on all licenses that are sold. Now, please note that this commission is recurring, so every time they renew, you receive this commission. I've gone a little bit over what the partnership program entails, but I do want to touch base on the enterprise sales strategy. So how our partners work, or how you'll be making money, right? So our enterprise model is Odoo develops the product, it provides the services, determines the value proposition, and we train our partners. So as a partner, you will combine what Odoo Enterprises, what the licenses are, and your services, whether that's development, implementation, and even after any type of support or training that's done after. And that you would provide to our customer. How does this work? So we have, or what is the cost to the end client and to our partners? So to our end client, we're seeing that the licenses are $20 per user per month, and these are the initial users. They receive an extra 20% of discount, plus any applications that they select. And in addition to that would be the partner services that you would give the end client. And that would total the customer cost, right? Usually what we see is that the licenses represent about 15 to 20% of the total cost. And so that can give you an idea of what your earnings would be. The partner revenue, in addition to the service, 100% of the services that you provide to the end client obviously goes to you. But in addition to that, you would receive 10, 15, or 20% of commission. And that's usually how the sales strategy or the pricing model goes for the end client, and what the revenue would be for our partners. That kind of concludes everything from my side, and if you need to reach out to me, if you have any further questions, please feel free. My email is there, and my contact information, my direct line. Please feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that we're not able to answer currently. But thank you so much for joining us. And Todd, let me know if there are any other questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Elizabeth, thank you so much for doing such an excellent job going over partnerships. Actually, there are no questions right now. So I guess, maybe walk us through just very briefly what the process would be like, from having a meeting with you and then the kind of time frame for becoming a partner maybe. That may be a good starting spot.
Definitely. One of the things that I like to do when I am evaluating a partner, I'm wanting to do what their strategy is, what their end goal is, so I can better assist them. I'm better able to see what account manager would be able to assist them in getting to that goal, right? That strategy, developing a business plan. And therefore, once you become a partner, your account manager will have a better idea of what are the first things to do. So if you don't have a sales team, so they know that they will be on calls with you or will train you on how to do a demo. If you don't have a tech team, then from there we know, to provide you with support on any development that your end client will be. We want to know what are your end clients, what kind of industry you want to focus on, so that we're able to know, okay, you need to train on these functionalities, you need to get familiar with these applications. So from the beginning, we'll do an evaluation, and I just would ask questions of your business and how you're set up, so that I'm able to understand how to guide you, or what is it that you need to get to the next level, whether it be silver, or gold. Ultimately, that's what we want you to achieve. We want you to be able to get to the place where you're able to start receiving opportunities and start having that portal open and having your sales team reach out to these end clients and provide the local support there. Now, one thing that I also want to mention is that just because you're there locally doesn't mean that you cannot have business in other different states. We have partners who may be in California, but they provide services to somebody in Florida or to end clients all over the country. So, and feel free to reach out, but that's usually how it goes. We will have the onboarding call with your account manager, and we'll start the process and focus on the areas that you want to focus on or that you need. Yeah, for sure.
Awesome.
No questions.
I guess no questions. So, that's great. I guess brevity is great when you can get it. So, yeah. Elizabeth, again, thank you so much for walking us through what the partnership process looks like and some history on Odoo. If you're joining this transmission and would like to revisit it, if you're watching this live, make sure you can just enter this link in at the top, and it'll be a permanent link for YouTube. Now, if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please be sure to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Twitter and Facebook and LinkedIn, where you can find out more updates on customer stories, new product releases, and other information about all that good stuff. And as mentioned before, if you want to schedule a meeting with Elizabeth, her information is listed below in the description, and you can schedule a meeting with her directly. Or just email her at esa@odoo.com. And if you have Elizabeth-related questions, you can always send that to webinars@odoo.com. Thank you so much for your time, everyone. This is Odoo Live signing off.
Thank you.